Welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. We are just going to take a short nap and then we're going to head out into the wide world and go to a rather interesting place. It will signify the beginning of the end of chapter or act 3 depending on preference.
Hey sister, are you moping again? Snap out of it. Come over here and have a drink with me.
I can't get drunk from your alcohol. But the offer of company is very nice. Thank you, sister.
I almost thought she would be talking to Delamere. Which I have to admit would have been hilarious. I'm not going to bother with the vendor before we leave, I think. Maybe I should. Nah. Yep, this is the party we're going to go with. There's a demon army on its way. Let's deal with that. Although not with this army. I need to check my armies before I do that. The army we're trying to move is the one that's here. There we go. We have way too many armies now. Vampires, eh? Well, that doesn't sound too bad. These are pretty whatever, but... this one we are going to disband. Cannot be bothered with moving them all the way up. No, disband. I can't be bothered with this one either. And this one... no. So, we are going to go to the Desolate Hovel. And the nearest place for that would be to go to Treasonholm, I think. Maybe Lands of Yath. I think it's about the same, to be honest. Can rest here.
You're not bad at spellcasting. Where did you study?
Here and there, but I give up all my lessons just to be able to drink the way you do and not end up under the table.
Okay, I just need to switch tab here. And see. There we are. Yes, this is the correct. I like to have the guide open here because this is Very peculiar place. There's a lot of things we can do here that can go wrong. I don't remember if we have a combat. An old cauldron with the smell of alcohol still lingering around it. It is smashed and beyond repair. The coverlet on the bed looks like it would crumble to dust at the slightest touch. Oops. Where are you, brother? What made you enter that bloody rift? May Iomade have mercy on us. It killed us both. I was lucky to snap my neck and die at once, but you... How loud you screamed, brother.
The mongrel did it.
Many of the bodies in the jars are those of tieflings or half-fiends. Many of them are strangely deformed or show multiple stitches and incisions.
Can't hide from me.
A woman's body clings to the wall like she was trying to scratch her way out. Last intelligence +4. I don't think there's anything else for us to see here. Nope. Before you is some kind of magical device. It looks old and broken. A large, oddly shaped crystal is wedged tightly into a slot in the device.
Day 16. Abadius 4662. Experiment transformation. Subject young male, half-fiend. Objective to study the properties of hybrid souls. Desired result to see the same results that were previously achieved on full-fledged demons. Oh! Suture, bring me one more crystal. I believe I'm almost there.
Ah, it's you. Good. Very good. Have a look around. Go ahead. Meet the locals. They're not the best housemates, but there's never a dull moment. You'll like it. Here with us is definitely the place for you.
I belong with you. Don't dare think of us as equals, demon.
Why'd you have to go squaring up to me like that, eh? Maybe I was trying to say something nice to you. To build a... a rapport with you.
The demon bares his teeth again, possibly in an attempt at a friendly smile. I've seen you before. You were disguised as a halfling. You spoke to me in Canabras before the Scari attacked.
How did you... Maybe I was disguised. Maybe I did speak to you. Fat lot of use that knowledge will do you. Do you think now I'll just bare my soul and reveal all my secrets and whatnot? You can think again.
Who are you?
Me? Why do you want to know? They call me the Suture. I'm the custodian of this place. The big expert, you know? With big, expertise. I know all there is to know about it. Things nobody else knows.
And what is this place?
What? You mean you don't know? It's my lady Areelu's. Her old laboratory. She used to live here back when she was still mortal. Before those Sarkorian dogs came and took her and tossed her into the threshold. But they only found the house. They never got into the lab. My lady came back here after, when the Abyss had already bitten off a chunk of your world, and Sarkoris had become the Worldwound. But she never liked this place, and she abandoned it many years ago, along with everyone in this place too. You can enter here, but leaving is impossible. Impossible. That's why all the people abandoned here got out of their cages and started living as best they could. You'll see. That's if you can get through. The lady placed barriers here that only let demons through. They don't keep me out, but you're gonna have trouble trying to break through. I heard there's a knack to it though, so keep trying.
Look, ugly mug, here's the deal, okay? The lady of the house ain't been home in a long time. Nobody knows when she'll be back. Fancy showing me where she keeps her trinkets? Her favorite necklace, that sort of thing? I'll give you a cut, of course.
Ah, Waldriff.
Favorite necklace? If she had one, it'd probably be made from the ears of young tieflings like yourself. Nope, I won't help you. Rob the place to your heart's content. Rummage in all the cupboards, open all the chests, and I'll have a good laugh at your expense and eat what's left here for my supper. If there is anything left, that is.
Why did you start talking to me?
Out of boredom. I've been stuck in here a long time. We don't see new faces very often, but it does happen. People come across this place by accident, wriggle inside, and then can't get out again. And isn't it a good thing I learned to speak your language? You won't find a dretch as educated as the old suture here.
Can you tell me how to get out of here by any chance?
Maybe I'll tell you. What harm will it do? But first, go and take a look around. The answer's not as simple as you might think.
I have things to do.
Be careful. This place is dangerous. It hides many things that have never been seen beneath your sun. It is not my land, but it isn't yours either.
Interesting fellow.
I am prepared.
Oh, I have to reset up all the buffs. So yes, I had some issues with the mods because the game was patched today, version 1.3.0, which broke several of the mods that I'm using. I had to do a minor little thing to get the game version back to 1.2.2a, so that I can play on that version until I get the mods updated. Anyways, I shall return shortly. There we go, now I can just do that, save it, and then this. I would prefer all of you to come with me, because these rooms may hold things. The look of this device provokes a shudder of horror. It's not clear what kind of experiments it was used in, but it's unlikely they were pleasant for the subject. Cloak of the Ancient Herald. It's decent enough, I suppose.
Follow my lead.
Some shadow demons in here. One of them apparently is a bard. Haste, please.
Out of my sight!
Let's try this way.
That should be fine.
Cover me, all right?
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I did forget to use his buff, but I think we'll be fine.
Into the fray!
Teleported away.
It should be.
Okay. Speed Cold Iron Rapier +3.
Might be trap, might be treasure.
Iomade, hear my prayer. Avenge my brother and me. My brother who died without glory, and me who was trapped here to bleed for 3 days straight like a wretched cur. Thrice be cursed the one who engineered this wicked trap. There it is.
This is my kind of work.
It's not far.
Rat swarms.
Let us bide our time.
I know what to do.
I will see to your demise.
Go. Now it's only this one left. $34.
Done.
This device was likely used in experiments on demons. I don't like places that has this narrow corridor structure.
Let's have some fun.
Greater Carnivorous Crystal. There's also not very much music here. See, just readjusting my seating arrangements here. I suppose we could do haste first and foremost.
Precision and grace.
The light take you!
Stab you or zap you. Why not both?
You won't survive me.
That went better than I thought. Knowledge World 29. I think I should be able to do that without any great difficulty.
Impossible.
Never mind. He probably rolled a 1 or something.
Completed.
It isn't clear if this breach appeared while the laboratory was still in use or after its abandonment, but the scratch marks and bloodstains around the edge indicate that it may have been tried as a potential escape route.
They will break against our resolve.
Why isn't there any music here?
Together, we stand.
Elven notes. He was here as well. Expedition boots. Ooh, my. Nice. Athletics and mobility. I suppose Lan can wear those. Not wearing any boots either, so that's perfect. 3025. That puts him at the highest of both. I'm pausing because of the buffs, by the way, in case anyone was wondering about.
I'll go ahead.
On midnight bolts. Without the materials supplied by the client, the creation of new midnight bolts is impossible. However, significant progress has been made in the matter of improving existing bolts. The bolts must be tested in the field. The upcoming celebrations in Kenabres may be the best venue for a trial run. I wonder if the arrow we shot with that crossbow at the Scary might have been a midnight bolt. Cannot be ignored or reduced, and cannot miss. Didn't actually consider that when I played last time, but that seems very likely actually. A vessel resembling an outlandish jug seems to have been hewn from a huge block of solid crystal. Veins of bright purple running through the crystal pulse with light. A crimson droplet falls on it, triggering a vibration deep inside. You look down and see a scarlet stain blooming on your chest. Your wound has reopened in the blink of an eye. You sense the powerful magical aura. What's more, something that is hard to explain is literally drawing you toward it. Presumably the object before you is a magical repository for a soul, similar to those used in various evil spells. However, this artifact is different to all the ones you've seen before. You cannot fully identify its properties. One thing you can say for sure, it is currently empty. This is what I came here for. After touching the vessel, you feel a flash of keen triumph and the rightness of what has occurred, but the feeling leaves as quickly as it comes. Your power envelops the vessel, protecting it and preventing it from harming you, if by chance it is armed with protective charms. It will reach Zacharias in one piece.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
This is my kind of work.
Skullberry pie, and a scribbled page from Areelu's laboratory. Let's see here. Skullberry pie first and foremost, copy that recipe. The fight for Kenabres marked the beginning of the 5th Crusade. The next objective is Dresden, once the capital of the Crusader movement and now a demon citadel. Who will win? It is an equation with an infinite number of unknowns. The finest military minds failed to bring an end to this war, but a new leader now stands in command, one different from all the others. And perhaps this new variable will produce a different result. Okay. The cave-in looks like it happened a long time ago. The rocks and rubble have been compressed almost into a single mass. Behind the barrier, frozen in what seems like a weakly glowing liquid or a magical glimmer, is a woman with long silvery hair. At her back you can see a single white wing and some kind of dark broken shadow. Haggard figures huddle around the woman. A dwarf in a ragged robe scarcely notices you. He sits on the floor, running his fingers over the leaves of the plant that is growing between the slabs, like one would normally stroke a beloved cat or dog. Next to him is the unmoving figure of an elf who is covered in scars and doesn't take his eyes off you. The third member of the group is an old man with a long straggly beard who is dressed in old armor. He turns quickly to face you, brandishing a rusty sword. Who are you? Another conniving wretch who serves the traitor? Don't come any closer. Calm down, I'm the commander of the Crusaders from Dresden, and I mean you no harm. A commander? From Dresden? Can it be true? Have they come for us at last? The old man seems stunned. It's more likely that this is yet another unfortunate who's fallen into the trap. The elf smiles gloomily. Hello, I suppose, commander from Dresden? Who are you? We're the only survivors. The only ones apart from the monsters and demons, I mean. The old fellow is a crusader. He ended up here accidentally around 20 years ago. He camped out in the ruins of the house, found the magic door and came through it, but of course he couldn't get out again. I'm one of the last to have been brought here by Areelu herself. She literally dragged me out of the demon's jaws, and I don't even know what she wanted me for. She kept me in a magical sleep most of the time, and then she lost interest in the laboratory. The druid, that one making friends with the plants and the roots, he's been here since the very beginning. I think he's from Sarkoris, but he's half mad and wasn't a talker even back when I first met him, so we don't know his name or any other details about him. He grows food for us and he doesn't talk. The best neighbor you could hope for. Huh. Areelu left people alive down here? She just abandoned the place? That's right. She opened the cages but sealed the way out from the outside. What else were you expecting from the architect of the Worldwound? Compassion and mercy? Sometimes I think that leaving us here was just another one of her experiments and that we're just rats in a maze. What's wrong with her? We found her like this and we couldn't break through the barrier. She must be sleeping, or at least immobilized. We call her the Protectress. A priest from Brevoy came up with the name. He used to be one of our brotherhood here until the demons got him about 7 years back. We call her the Protectress because the angel's aura, even caged, protect us from the demons. This place is still crawling with them. We try not to stray too far from her. She's all that is keeping us alive now. So you've tried to get out of here. Countless times by whatever means we could think of. Nothing worked. Maybe if we'd had a powerful cleric or spellcaster among us. Then again, seems unlikely if Areelu imprisoned an actual angel down here so easily, doesn't it? The elf nods toward the unmoving winged woman. We can't even explore the whole laboratory. Some of the passages are blocked by barriers that only let demons through. How have you survived all this time? With difficulty. There were more of us before, subjects of Areelu's experiments. Mortals and demons and other abominations. When she left and we were all freed, it was chaos. The demons killed everyone they could, and then they turned on each other. The mortals who survived set up a base here. The druid grew food for us, the others kept the demons at bay and tried to find the way out. New arrivals would appear rarely, unlucky travelers or reckless adventurers who ended up here by accident. As you can see, we're the only ones who survived. Can you tell me anything useful about this place? It might just be wishful thinking, but I guess that there is some way to get through those barriers blocking us. We tested them so many times, but they only allow full-blooded demons to pass through them, except the barriers were here long before Areelu abandoned the lab, which means that she was able to walk through them somehow. Maybe she had a key that we can look for. Who knows? There's one more thing. I've heard the demons, sentient ones, mention something called the Lexicon of Paradox. I don't know what it is, but they talked about it like it was an artifact of some kind. A relic. In other words, something valuable. So it is possible that it could help us get out of here. But I don't have the slightest idea what it is or where to look for it. I'm not going to sit here doing nothing. There's got to be a way out of this place. The angel is surrounded by a powerful magical barrier. Perhaps there is something in the laboratory that can destroy it. the heart of the laboratory. Can we even go this way? The fog enveloping you the fog enveloping you seems at once as thick as soup, yet almost transparent. Strange silhouettes emerge in the fog. You blink, and you see someone standing next to you. Blink again, and there's no one there. Voices can be heard in the fog, young and old, men and women, loud and barely audible. They say disconnected phrases, but not in unison. One voice may start a word, then another voice finishes it. Closer, closer, come this way. With us, you won't be alone. Why aren't you coming? Why can't we see you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Silence stretches out for a few moments. Who are we? Who am I? I? What are you doing to us? Why won't you open up? Wrong, wrong. Begone, illusion. Power roils within you, bursting free, piercing through the eerie fog and hurtling forward to the source of it, and slams into it. You hear the howl of many voices, then the fog dissipates and the voices subside. Closer, closer.
I know the way.
Okay. Sela's dark eyes are filled with tears. She blinks them away. Sela, are you alright? Everything was different for a moment. My life was different. As if Asimi, the paladin who died because of me, was still alive. She trained me and we travelled all over and so much happened. Sela grits her teeth. It was an illusion. Let's just drop it. Are you ready to keep going? I'm always ready. Come this way with me, you won't be alone. Captain Lan. The illusion vanishes. Lan shakes his head in amazement, then with a mixture of shame and irritation he bursts out, What the hell was that? Where did it come from? Why? What was that? Lan frowns, then drops his head and mutters, My mom told me all kinds of stories when I was a kid, you know, about pirates and the like. One time all three of us even played pirates together. Me, my mom, and my dad. I was the captain. Stupid, I know. Truth is, I've never even seen the sea. This place is foul, and the visions in it are foul too. You ready to move on? You bet I am. Huh. Well. The illusion dissipates. Darren's eyes immediately snap open in amazement, but he quickly realizes what happened and swears under his breath. Then he turns to you, guiltily throwing up his hands. Demon magic. I bloody hate demon magic. Well. It would be wiser for you to hold your tongue, Darren mutters. Listen. No, just try to put yourself in my place. You're a young lad from a noble family. You have a distant cousin, and she is stunning. A lady, a knight, a queen, a beauty. You interact with her, but not enough to dispel the infatuation. In your rare moments together, she is unfailingly affectionate toward you, and on one such occasion she reveals how lonely she is and how pleased she is to have kinfolk in this world. Thoughts, when I was 13 or 14, Galfrey was the queen of my dreams. Of course, as I grew older, my eyes were opened and I saw the ruler of Mendev as she actually was, so all that, it was just nonsense, an echo of unsatisfied youthful longings. I always knew you had a crush on her. All those complaints about Cousin Galfrey, the tyrant, the sourpuss, little boy pulling the pigtails of the little girl he likes. You have a portrait of her that you smooch when no one else is around? It's such a pity that you aren't half mole, half snake. Then you'd be deaf and blind and wouldn't have known a thing. What did you dream of then? A woman? A man? Something a little more exotic, perhaps? I don't need anything exotic. I just saw you standing with your mouth shut, saying absolutely nothing. It was perfect. But jokes aside, what I saw is something I can never have, so drop it. I was kind of expecting to see myself in your dream. More fool you. You simply didn't watch my dream until its conclusion, Darren says, then pauses. A minute more and you would have seen me rejecting the advances of dear cousin, laughing in her face and striding out ahead of the right royal tantrum that ensued. For that is my true secret wish. I am quite certain that you'd rather not find yourself in that particular dream. Are you ready to keep moving? Lead on, guiding star and tormentor mine. How amusing. Oh my. Your Majesty, eh? Well, not too surprised that Woldriff would have some grandiose dreams. Woldriff is still standing in the middle of the room with his eyes closed. Louder, louder, with more feeling. Bow before your king. And now, old Galfrey, it's your turn. Hand me that crown over there. Hey, why is everyone so quiet? He opens his eyes. Oh, Chief, are you gonna give me a groveling apology too? I mean, did I fall asleep or something? What was that? I don't know, but I liked it. I was a king, see? Sitting in a throne room and everybody loved me and my enemies were groveling on their knees and there were mountains of food. I was just thinking about getting a couple of peacocks to roam around the gardens when you showed up. Ready to go? Can't I take another quick look? Start this thing up again. Alright, don't look at me like that. If you're in such a hurry, let's go. What a bizarre place. Enemies in my home? I wanted to pass the threshold.
Cover me, all right?
Out of my sight!
I think we can use Siphon Time here. I have no idea why there's no music.
The light take you.
That demo dam definitely does enough damage.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Then again, so does Lamb, so... How about you guys have a lie down?
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
I will see to your demise.
Someone took a lot of damage, but I wonder if it was because of the... since we have false life. Beneath the top layer of the quivering red mass, you can make out the features of various demons. An eyeless Lilitu opens its mouth in a silent scream. A Painajai, probably Painajai, wriggles its multi-jointed limbs, broken tails and wings trembling. All of it is connected, fused into a single whole, and this whole twitches convulsively as you approach. You hear voices, the same ones that call to you in the fog. I wane, I dwindle, I gasp for breath. What are you? Now, nothing. You killed, ruined, but you, what are you? The voices are unleashed in a drawn-out shriek like a death cry. Destroy the grotesque creature. Now you can be at peace. The voices in your head subside. The unpleasant sensation of an alien presence also disappears. This place truly is bizarre. Guess this is what we killed. Knowledge Arcana 30.
Done.
This medley of flesh and limbs of various demons seems like a single organism, the result of some monstrous experiment.
Follow my lead.
Skeletal finger. This isn't too bad. If that had been a greater rod, it would be absolutely amazing. Oh well. Before you is yet another magical device that looks old and broken with a large oddly shaped crystal.
Day 4. Frost, 4632. Experiment, wounded demons. Subject, a Lilitu and several lesser demons maimed in battle with Crusaders. The fusing of body parts of different life forms has been done many times before, and is of no interest to me. The focus of this experiment is the fusing of souls. Desired result, to preserve the specific abilities of the donor subjects in the final fused entity. The idea is promising and may influence my other research.
Okay. That's interesting.
As it should be.
I thought there was supposed to be a key here.
I shall not
Scout
fail.
is the heart's greatest challenge. I'm curious.
Oh no, stupid suture. He forgot. He clean forgot. We have barriers to the abyss in this place. Demons can cross them, but others can't. Clever. But you can get through if you have the key. Here, take it. That was nice of Suture to give us the key. However, I think we shall return to this specific location in the next episode. We are at almost 45 minutes, so... If you have any questions and or comments, then please do feel free to leave those in the comment section below as per usual. For now, thank you all so very much for joining me, and I hope to see you all in the next episode.